Stephanie and welcome to Homeplate. I'm here today with two of my friends, Amy and also Christina. Thank you guys for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
You're very welcome. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about some of the changes that I've started to make in my life. I really wanted to focus on my health a little more. I'd gone to the doctors, found out my cholesterol was really high. There was just some changes we needed to make in our family. So what you'll see in a lot of our episodes now is that I'm staying away from meat. It's been hard, but I feel so much better. And so today we are going to make a stuffed pepper, and we're going to do it two different ways because the question I get asked most is, well, is everyone in your family a vegetarian? I'm like, no, I just make 2 meals every night. And they're like, what? But it's really, really simple to do because what you need to do is just modify. So we're going to start with our stuffed pepper. I personally do not like to eat green peppers when I'm using a stuffed pepper. So I always get a pepper that's very, very bright. I like yellow, orange, red, whatever I can find. So I'm going to cut this here and we are going to start the process. And while I'm doing this, Christina, I already loaded this for you and it has some garlic. If you can go ahead and squeeze the garlic out for us. If you have any helpful hints for us, just let us know with that garlic, because sometimes I get it on my hand and it's kind of gross.
Indeed it is. And actually what you can do is actually sell these like little bars of soap and they're stainless steel, but actually you can use anything, even your kitchen sink if it's stainless steel, or the faucet, and just rub your hands on the stainless steel and it takes the smell right out.
Awesome. That's a great suggestion. We're gonna have Amy get started on our our onion, I'm sorry. So this is a red onion. What we're going to do is, and do you need something to scrape that off with, Christina? We are going to mix some items together, the garlic, our red pepper, and then we're going to also just take the end. I don't like to waste anything, so there is a little bit of pepper here still. So I'm gonna cut that up for our bell pepper. Put this in my garbage bowl here real quick. And then what you're going to do after that is you're going to blanch the pepper. So you put the pepper into some into a pot of boiling water and it'll get soft for you. And then after it gets soft, this is what you have right here, already ready to go. I am going to add probably about half tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, and then the onions and garlic that Christina and Amy prepared. Just going to add that to the pot, the frying pan. We are going to simmer that up really, really nice. Now that the onions are translucent, I am going to add half of the wild rice because remember, I have to feed myself in this process also, and I'm not sure if my family would be too happy if I left the ground turkey out. So we'll get that all ready to go here. To this, I also add just regular tomato juice. Probably going to add probably about 1/4 cup of tomato juice. That gives it a really good kick. And then another thing I like to do is whatever vegetables you think may not make it until the end of the week, I throw those in there too. So a lot of times I'll use grated carrots. I love sun-dried tomatoes in this. And then spinach is also a good alternative too. Get that all mixed up. And this will be stuffed in my vegetarian pepper. So I've already taken my portion out and I've already stuffed my pepper. And what I'm going to do now is just add some lean ground turkey. You can use ground turkey, you can use ground chicken to the recipe. Put that in there. I've added a little bit of extra tomato juice. I'm going to put just a little bit of salt in. And then I'm going to add some crushed black pepper. Get that all mixed up. And I have just prepared one meal. Was really, really easy to do, but for two different eating lifestyles.
Is there a quicker way than blanching to get the peppers ready?
There sure is. What I did was put the peppers on a plate and I put a damp paper towel on top of it. As you can see, the steam's coming off here very nicely. It took about 2 minutes to prepare it. And what we're going to do now is go ahead and stuff the peppers. I'm going to place it in the bowl here.
Now, Stephanie, is there a reason why you chose the red and yellow and orange peppers instead of a green pepper?
Definitely. A friend of mine, every Tuesday we would go to the farmer's market together, and she's actually the one who gave me the recipe for this. But she used green peppers, and I didn't like the bitter taste of the green pepper. When you use a more colorful pepper, there's a sweeter taste to it, and my family was more apt to eat when I used a brighter color also. Plus, it just looks pretty.
Sure does.
Absolutely.
So let's go ahead and stuff them. Sometimes I will put them all in a plate together, but traditionally what I do is the ones that will be vegetarian will be without meat. I'll put them in a separate dish, and the ones with meat, I put them all in the same dish. And Amy, do you want to go ahead and stuff the
Sure.
peppers for us? If you go over a little bit on the side, that's fine. On top of this, after we get the peppers stuffed, we'll put them in the oven for 350 degrees for about 40 minutes. Let them bake all together, get really nice and moist. A lot of times we'll take the peppers at home and even cut them in half. They're great the second day. For Caleb, about 2 weeks ago, what I did is took the stuffed pepper, put it in a thermos, and he was able to eat stuffed peppers at school. And from what I heard, his friends liked it too. He was actually sharing his stuffed peppers at school.
What a healthy lunch.
I know, it is a great healthy lunch. Easy to do, and again, it's a great leftover meal also. What I do is I also put a cheese on top. I like a really, really, really good cheese, and you can find this in the cheese aisle in your local grocery store. So I just have a Parmesan cheese that I'm gonna put on top of it right here real quick for everyone.
It smells wonderful.
It does, doesn't it? Put that on top, and then we'll put these in the oven at 350 degrees for 45 minutes. This is really easy to make. We baked it for 45 minutes at 350 degrees. Ladies, would you like to try some also?
Absolutely.
I've been waiting for this.
I know. Christina made us this great little spread here. It has basil, butter, and garlic. We just put it on some toast.
So Stephanie, where can our viewers get this recipe?
They can visit metromonthly.net, and all of our recipes are on there. Let's give it a try. Isn't that good?
It's so
The
good.
peppers are
Stephanie.
so sweet. And this is another way that at being a vegetarian and not having other vegetarians in my household, it's a simple way for me to make all of our meals together. Mine does not have meat, theirs does have meat, and it all came together really quickly.
This is definitely a family-friendly meal.
It is.
I think so too. Ladies, thank you so much for joining me once again. And audience, thank you for joining us on Homeplate. We'll see you next week.